What's up, everybody? This is Dan and Rachel from Primal for Life, and we are making another dinner recipe out of the OMG, that's Paleo cookbook from Julie Bauer. So tonight we're going to be doing chicken with cilantro and plantain rice, and instead of cauliflower
for the rice,
we are going to be using a couple bags of the Miracle rice, which is zero calorie, soy-free, gluten-free, and very, very easy to make. And we got these through julianbakery.com. So how are we starting this off?
Okay, so basically we're going to start cooking our plantains because we don't need to cook the cauliflower rice. The Miracle rice, there's a couple ways you can do it. That you can boil some water, throw it in for like a minute or two, and then it's done. Or we also pop it in the microwave. And
after rinsing.
Yeah, you have to rinse it first, but then you pop it in the microwave, cook it for 2 minutes, then you drain it again, put it back in 2 more minutes. And actually I found that doing that through the microwave, obviously a lot quicker, but I like the consistency of the Miracle rice, the way it cooks in the microwave versus boiling water better. So we're gonna wait on this because we're skipping the cauliflower step. So once we get our plantains going and then our chicken, we'll get this in the microwave and then finish off the last couple of steps there. So the first thing we're going to get going here is get some fat in the pan. So we have chosen Paleo butter. And we're going to get that all melted up.
And in case you're wondering, another Julian Bakery favorite right here in the Paleo section. This is Paleo butter. It's a cultured French style ghee. It has conjugated linoleic acid along with vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K2, and if you're lactose intolerant, you might want to try this because what they do is through the way they make it, it actually has virtually zero lactose in it. So there we go.
We're getting that melted up. And we've already diced and chopped our plantains. So those are right there. So we're going to get these in the pan. Try not to splash the melted Paleo butter all over your clean stove. And then we are going to sprinkle them with a pinch of salt. And the salt that we are using is the Sunfood Superfoods Fine Himalayan Crystal Salt.
Very tasty, very yummy, and tons of nutrition that you don't get in regular salt. So check those out at julianbakery.com in that Paleo section as well.
So we're going to cook these down. It says about 7 to 9 minutes. You want to, as they start heating up, toss them. You want to get them cooked on all sides, but not, burning them. So you're going to just start hearing them sizzle right now. Sizzle. Let those cook a little bit, and then we'll toss them up a little bit more. And it says, I've never actually cooked plantains before. This is a first for me. Don't even know what they taste like, so we'll see how this recipe comes out for us. But we're willing to give things a shot and always like to try new things. So it says in the book that it takes 7 to 9 minutes to cook them. So we're going to continue to toss them up in that Paleo butter and the Himalayan crystal salt, and we'll be back. Okay, we've had our plantains cooking for about 9 minutes. They look good to me. They taste good. I tried one out. And it says to put them on, once they're done cooking, on some paper towels to soak up some of, I guess, the excess fat that they omit, because they don't look very fatty to me after using the Paleo butter. And now we gotta get some more Paleo butter in the pan.
So you get a gold star for trying a new food.
That's right. That's what we tell Allie. She gets gold stars. Melt this up, and we're gonna put our garlic cloves in the pan now. We put 2 in here because one was called for when you saute the cauliflower rice, but we don't have that step because we're using the Miracle rice. So we're just going to do it here with the chicken. It's all going in the same plate. So get this all nice and fragrant in the pan. Smells fragrant to me, right, Dan? Now we're gonna add in our diced chicken, and we want to get it kind of separated because you don't want to crowd it. Oops, dropped a piece. Crowd it into the pan. Become quite the messy cooker lately. Usually that's Dan.
We have a casualty. Yep.
Casualty. Yeah. I think I went over the 5-second rule. But our stove's clean, so nothing that
off.
Exactly. I was gonna say nothing that won't burn off, and there wasn't anything. So we're gonna get this cooked up, and we want to have it cook on one side for a little bit before we start turning it. I'm gonna put the heat up a little bit. Usually I would use a bigger pan for that. But considering Dan's the dishwasher too, I'm trying to save him some time later.
Yeah, I hurt my shoulder today in the gym, so I gotta chill out with the dishes.
Yeah, there you go. Another excuse I hear. That's all it is. Okay, and after we start sauteing that, we're gonna sprinkle it with some garlic powder and onion powder. So it's gonna be a teaspoon of each. Okay, so the chicken's starting to cook now. So we're gonna start sprinkling it with the onion powder and garlic powder I told you about while it's getting a crust on the other side. So it was a teaspoon, so I have a half a teaspoon, so I don't want to confuse everybody here. And that's our onion powder. And then a half a teaspoon of garlic powder as well. Put that all in there, and then we'll do the salt and pepper. And again, going with our Himalayan sea salt. It doesn't give a measurement. It's obviously to taste. I'm going to start with a half a teaspoon, and then Dan and I always salt our foods anyway, so. And then some crushed ground pepper in here. Okay, and while that's starting to get a crust, I think it's probably a good time now to throw in our Miracle Rice. So again, we had rinsed the Miracle Rice. We have 2 bags here. We're gonna go and put it in our microwave over here. So we're gonna cook it on high for 2 minutes. And then we're gonna drain it and then cook it again for 2 more minutes, and then we'll get to finish that up. And then we also have one more step. It's to make the avocado sauce. So we have everything already in our Vitamix. You can use a food processor. Probably better than using a regular blender, but for those of you that aren't familiar with the Vitamix product, this thing is like the blender of all blenders. So we have 2 avocados, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of water, 1/4 cup of cilantro, juice of 1 lemon, juice of half a lime, juice of half an orange, half a teaspoon garlic powder, and then we have to add some salt and pepper because I haven't done that yet. And we're going to get that going after when we flip our chicken too. So salt. So we've got a step recipe going on here, but it is actually very easy to make, as you can see as we're showing you. So as long as the yummy goodness is all there, which it definitely smells like it's going to be, then it's going to be worth the steps. Like I said, very simple, and Julie is really good about explaining everything and then having you time out the steps. Like she tells you, start your cauliflower rice, and while that's cooking, do this. So very easy to follow if you're not familiar with cooking. So how's our chicken looking, Dan?
Defeathered?
That's what we want it to look like. So I think we should probably, start flipping it a little bit. Trying to get all the flipped over and all the pink sides on the bottom. Because you don't want to move it around too much. It actually dries out the chicken. When you just flip it once, it keeps all the natural juices inside the chunks.
Really?
Yep. See, even Dan learns something new every day. Next time maybe we should use a spatula.
tongs.
Okay. Yeah, tongs. All right. And I heard our little microwave timer go off, so I'm going to get the rice out of here. See it steaming in there. We're going to go and drain it. It's going back in.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we're going to drain it to get that excess liquid out. I then also like to rinse it again because Dan's better with the ingredients of the Miracle Rice, but it does sort of have a pungent smell to it, so I don't want people to be alarmed if they order this product. It's kind of like a mixture between like seaweed and fish.
I love seaweed.
Yeah, it's like a beachy, fishy smell.
Usually after you wash it, you don't really smell much, but...
No, you don't smell it at all. And actually, that's why I said this microwave cooking method, I found that the scent goes away really well. You don't have to rinse it as much at the beginning. So now I'm going to put this back in, cook it for 2 more minutes, drain it again, and then cook it for another minute, and then we'll be able to finish this part off of the Miracle Rice. Okay, so while our chicken is finishing browning on that side, we have our cauliflower rice. We substituted Miracle Rice.
Rice.
And we're going to drain it one last time. It's all cooked up, like I said, in the microwave. We did the microwave cooking method today. See, we're just going to drain it, the rest of it out here. Put it back in the bowl, and we're going to finish off the rice. So we have a teaspoon of onion powder. Teaspoon of garlic powder, some chopped cilantro. It was supposed to be half a cup. We ran a little bit short. Thought I'd have enough for the week. I think Dan used some in some shakes though that I didn't know about. Pepper. And some salt. And we're going to stir that all up.
What did I use in the shake?
Cilantro at all?
Oh,
One of your
I thought you were
smoothies?
talking about garlic powder. I'm like,
No.
Yeah, I used a ton of cilantro.
Yeah, see? Alright, so this looks a little bit dry to me. So like the original recipe for the cauliflower rice called for like vegetable or chicken broth. So I'm going to add some of that in here as well. Get it out of the fridge. Okay. And then if we have to cook this up a little bit to just soak that up, that'll be fine. But the spices are clumping a little bit, and you definitely don't want that. Now I can't get the chicken broth back in the fridge. Straight. Okay, let's see. And then we also have to add the plantains to this. So Dan, you want to grab the plantains since you're over there? Plantains, not chicken.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're going to add these in as well. Okay.
And it is pouring out here in Connecticut.
Major thunderstorm going on. I think we're going to have a rainbow.
Pouring and sunny. Probably gonna get hail. Sweet.
Alright. So here's our rice finished. I think I might just pop it in the microwave to get it a little hot again. But other than that, that's all ready to roll. And now we have our last step while our chicken's finishing browning. And that is to make our avocado sauce. So like I told you, we already had all our ingredients in here. Those avocados, lime juice, lemon juice, olive oil, water, salt, pepper, orange juice from half an orange, I should say, not orange juice. Garlic powder, salt, pepper. Bring this over here. Flip on the switch. All right. So we got our avocado sauce done, and we're gonna get everything plated up for you. So again, it's the chicken with cilantro and plantain rice. And for the rice, instead of cauliflower, we use the Miracle rice. And the recipe was from OMG, that's Paleo. We have our Himalayan sea salt, as well as our Paleo butter, which was our fat that we used. And all of these products, as well as the cookbook, you can purchase from julianbakery.com.
We're done?
We're done.
Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Have a nice day. This is Dan and Rachel. Peace. And we should have showed you the final product all plated up. So, here you go.